Hello and welcome to ADHDFest, the podcast all about adult ADHD with a little bit of law of attraction and self-development thrown in there. I am your host, Tara Pratt, and today I am talking about something that is much requested. So in last week's episode, I talked about reclaiming our mornings in spring, but so many of you messaged me, you actually picked up on one specific thing that I mentioned in that episode that has been helping me with sleep and fatigue. Now, we all know sleep and fatigue are a real issue in ADHD, generally in neurodivergence. And I did just mention this in passing, but there's been so much interest, I thought, why not give it a whole episode of its own? And it's something that feels like pure magic, but is actually backed by science, and that is Yoga Nidra. Now, if you don't like yoga, stick with me, because it might not be what you think. It's a topic that works really well with this podcast because it not only helps if you've ever struggled with racing thoughts, overwhelm, or just feeling like your brain won't slow down, or if you are always tired, which is me, but it also has really great benefits if you're into manifestation and visualization or just setting really strong intentions for your life. Yoga Nidra really is a game changer. It has been for me. So what we're going to cover today is A, what Yoga Nidra is, because it's not just yoga. In fact, I don't feel like it's anything to actually do with yoga for me, but we'll see. B, the brain science behind it and how it works, because that always helps me. I can't just do something for the sake of doing something because someone tells me, oh, it works. I need to understand how and why it works. We're also going to go into how it can help specifically with ADHD, stress, and manifestation. And we're also going to talk about how to practically try it for yourself in a way that actually fits into your life. So get cozy, grab a cuppa, and let's get going. So first things first, Yoga Nidra is not any kind of yoga that you're thinking of. There are no downward dogs, no awkward poses. You don't even have to move, actually. Yoga Nidra is often called yogic sleep. It's a guided meditation where you lie down, get super comfy, and follow a voice that leads you through different relaxation and visualization techniques. And in this way, it really is perfect for almost everyone. If you've got any physical issues or chronic illness, or you're just feeling really burnt out, you don't even have to get out of your pajamas. You don't even have to move out of bed or off your couch to do this. And here's the cool part, it takes you into a state between awake and asleep where your body fully relaxes, but your mind stays aware. So it's a deep restorative state that studies have shown can help with reducing stress and anxiety, improving sleep and focus, boosting dopamine, we're going to get into that more later, and reprogramming your subconscious mind for many things, but I like to use it for manifestation. So in other words, it's like a total nervous system reset. The best part is it takes as little as like 5 minutes to 2 hours, whatever you want, you can do. You can find free guidance on this and you can get all the benefits. So the way I like to use this, I did mention briefly last week, is either first thing in the morning, because a lot of the time I don't fall asleep till really late and I have to get up early and I feel like there is no way I can take on the day ahead. I feel so tired. I'm like, there's just no way I can even make it to lunchtime, never mind through the whole day. And so I've just been doing the 5-minute Yoga Nidra in the morning because I don't wake up early enough to do anything else. And it is life-changing. Just gives me that little boost of energy. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel like full of beans and have a full zest for life after doing it first thing in the morning, but it gives me enough energy to feel like actually I can get through this day. And if I have time later in the day to do a long one, I will do that, and then it really does give me that boost. It gives me energy and I feel like, yeah, I can take things on. Or I will use it last thing at night. I tried it last night specifically because I knew I have been burning the candle at both ends for too long. So I specifically used one for sleep and it helped me get off, and I had the most relaxing sleep I've had in a long time. I didn't get to sleep super early because I had to talk myself into actually putting on the Yoga Nidra, but it was earlier than I usually would go to sleep, and I had a really deep, restful sleep. So let's get into the science behind it. I find this really interesting, and I hope that you do too. So what happens to your brain during Yoga Nidra? When you enter this deep relaxation state, your brain waves slow down. So at first they're in the fast, busy beta waves. We're in those when we're thinking, planning, and overanalyzing. And it changes them to alpha and theta waves, the same brain states we enter during deep meditation, hypnosis, and even the early stages of sleep. And that shift has been linked to increased dopamine production, which is a neurotransmitter that helps with motivation and focus. It's very important within ADHD. We struggle with dopamine production. And research indicates that Yoga Nidra can increase dopamine levels by up to 65%. I mean, that is just a huge percentage. So if you in particular don't like medication, this could be really good for you just to naturally boost those dopamine levels. And it's not only associated with ADHD things, but it's also associated with motivation and pleasure. And it can really lead to enhanced mood and concentration. It's also going to help you with better emotional regulation, something that most of us struggle with ADHD. It makes it easier to handle stress, overwhelm, and even impulsivity. And the way it does this is through enhancing heart rate variability, HRV. So heart rate variability is a marker of autonomic nervous system flexibility and overall cardiovascular health. It's associated with better stress management and resilience. And Yoga Nidra has been applied therapeutically for PTSD actually. It's been effectively utilised to assist soldiers dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. So you can see how it really does reduce stress. If it can do it in someone like that, it can help us with our stress in our daily lives. It has also been linked to stronger memory and learning because the brain consolidates information in those states, those theta waves. It makes it a great hack for anyone trying to build new habits or beliefs. And it also helps us to access the subconscious mind, which is why Yoga Nidra is such a powerful tool for manifestation and rewiring limiting beliefs. And I would like to add, if you've ever felt frustrated by meditation because it's hard to quieten your mind or sit still, Yoga Nidra could be a perfect alternative. I generally like guided meditation over trying to meditate by myself, but Yoga Nidra just takes it to another level. It's very specific, so give it a try. Now, let's talk manifestation and how Yoga Nidra can help you attract what you want. So one of the core techniques in Yoga Nidra is called your Sankalpa. This is basically like a powerful intention or affirmation that you repeat to yourself while you're in this deeply relaxed state, which sounds like it wouldn't work, but it is weird. It is like hypnosis or something for me personally. It works every time. I mostly in the morning, I use the Sankalpa of I am resting deeply. And as soon as I say it, I can feel my whole body relax. And I am a person that finds it very hard to relax my muscles. I hold a lot of tension, but it just works straight away. Because Yoga Nidra helps you to access your subconscious mind too, it allows these affirmations to sink in on a deeper level, which is essential for manifestation. So think of it like planting a seed in the most fertile soil. You're not just saying your intention once and hoping it sticks, you're embedding it into your subconscious in a way that actually makes it more likely to come true. So some examples of Sankalpas specific to manifestation might be, I am worthy of success and abundance, or my mind is clear, focused, and creative. Or you could choose, I attract opportunities that align with my highest self. This is why Yoga Nidra is such a powerful practice to pair with the law of attraction techniques, because it helps shift your energy at a really deep level that you just can't access when you are conscious. Okay, so how can we try Yoga Nidra without overwhelming our ADHD brains? how can you actually fit this into your life? We're going to make it as ADHD friendly as possible. First of all, keep it short. Start with a 5-minute session, a 10-minute session. You don't need to commit to an hour-long practice to feel the benefits of this. I'm going to link down below the 5-minute video that I listened to, and the name of the lady that does it is called Ali Boothroyd. Her voice is like magical. I love it. She's got so many free practices over on YouTube. It's so generous. But a 5-minute one is the one that I do in the morning, so I will link that down below for you. That is a good place to start. Another thing I would like to highlight is definitely use guided audios. You can find these free Yoga Nidra meditations, as I said, on YouTube, or there's apps like Insight Timer. Having someone to guide you makes it easier to stay engaged rather than trying to do it all on your own and prepare your own sankalpa. Although they do leave it open, specifically Ali Boothroyd does leave it open for you to use your own sankalpa, or she will suggest one. Number 3, pair it with bedtime or naps. Since this helps you with sleep, you can do it while lying in bed to help you wind down. And I would absolutely recommend that, because the better sleep we can get as ADHDers, the better we function. It's proven that when you suffer with your sleep, when you haven't had a proper sleep, our ADHD symptoms are heightened. So trying it at bedtime is probably going to be your best bet. If you fall asleep during, that's absolutely fine. But even if you don't, you're going to get into that deep, relaxed state, ready to go to sleep. 4, attach it to something you already do. So if you're going to do it in the day, do it straight after stretching or journaling, or if you want to use it specifically for manifestation, do it before your visualization practice. So get in that relaxed, deep state and then visualize. It's going to really boost your manifestation practice. And number 5, make sure you do set an intention, even if it's just, I want to feel calm. Having a goal in mind makes it much more effective than just letting it pass you by. So to recap, Yoga Nidra is like a nervous system reset that can boost dopamine, improve focus, and reduce stress, and it's perfect for ADHD brains. It's a really powerful tool for manifestation because it helps rewire the subconscious mind. You can start small, just 5 minutes a day is going to make all the difference, and I would love for you to give this a try and let me know how it goes. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram. I will share as many as I can on my story. Or feel free to DM me if you have any questions, or better yet, share your questions over on the Facebook group so everyone can see the answer when we answer it. And the Facebook group is just ADHDFest, the group. And if you want more ADHD-friendly tools for self-care, productivity, and manifestation, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so that you don't miss future episodes. I'm going to leave all my links down below for everything I've found that helps. And thank you so much for listening. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.